All right, back again with another video in nature, as you can see. Thank you for tuning in wherever you are, and may this, so this is pretty much a demonstration video of stretching, but I just want to put this on display to serve as a reminder for people to not only to get out in nature, but to also do the simple things that we so easily can overlook, which is the simple act of stretching. Not even doing these high intensity workouts that we be seeing on social media. That's like, nah, like some people aren't even on that level. So they can't even fathom like doing some of the high intensity workouts. But I also want to give a disclosure that I have been doing this as a practice for years now. So you might see me get into lower positions and hold it for longer. So if you find yourself trying to do these things, because by all means, this is an open invitation to do the stretches with me as you're watching this video, or after you're done watching the video, then attempt to do the stretches at your own time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, what we'll get into is just the regular arm circles. Get those arm circles in, starting backward. I'm out here with ferns too, some other plants that I'm not sure of right now. So I can take it upon myself to learn more about the nature or just about the world around me and the natural source and setting of outside in the forest, at the park. Right here, we're gonna give yourself a nice big hug, you know. Then we're gonna stretch our hip, and then we're gonna go the opposite direction and stretch. All right, now we're gonna do arm circles to the front. Okay. Just for a couple seconds, not too long. Then we're gonna do another hug, but try to do with the alternate arm. So if your right arm was up above your left arm, then use your left arm above your right arm this time around. Okay. Then we're gonna do alternating arms. That's that blue jay. Hopefully y'all can pick up the sounds out here. Yeah, now we're gonna do, man, what are these called again? What we called them in when I was instructing archery class, we called this the chicken wing. So it was something pretty funny for kids that haven't heard about it, and just give us something to laugh about and break the ice a little bit. So yeah, and basically this is what you want to do as much as you can. You have the help of the free arm to kind of get a little deeper, so you're feeling it all in here. Shake it out, switch arms, same thing. You might be able to naturally get there. If not, use your free arm to get yourself there and hold for a couple of seconds. Yeah, never underestimate a good stretch, because more often than not, whenever I do like a good deep stretch, I feel rejuvenated. Like the oxygen is flowing through my body again. So I just got that new breath of fresh air, like internally, you know what I'm saying? what we're gonna do next, I'm gonna do a deep squat, or just get as low as you can. I like to go as low as I can, just so I can release any tension in the lower back. Also, that deep squat, I'm gonna be getting into the hips as well. So this can be a hip opener. Another thing too I want to mention is water, the necessity of water, or just staying hydrated, because we can't just say water, because more often than not, we aren't drinking water that comes with minerals that our body needs, like essential minerals that our body needs. So a lot of the times we're just flushing the toxins out, which is a great thing. But when it comes to wanting to replenish the body and the cells, getting into coconut water, fruit juices, or just eating your fruit, because that's going to supply you with the best hydration. Your watermelons, your melons, cantaloupe, honeydew, your juicy fruits. What else? Plums is going to be another one. Yeah, it's a great time around spring, summertime, especially summertime, to get into those fruits and just rack up on your minerals, really, because vitamins are very easy to come by, but the minerals is what we really want to get. So yeah, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the arm, we're gonna be stretching the hip again, getting a little deeper this time because we have our legs stretched. So now when we go into this, stretching out all of this all the way up into like our ribs, really. And another thing too, whenever you're stretching, try and strive to pay attention to your breath, because the more you pay attention to your breath with the inhale, the exhale, once you have that exhale, you're able to get deeper into your stretch and then breathe back into it to give, to allow your body to feed oxygen and blood flow to whatever area that we're stretching. Allow yourself to fill that air via your breath whenever we intake the oxygen. Allow yourself to feel that and to see it and to visualize it. Another thing we'll do is another deep squat. This time our hips are a lot more open. Okay, and you can play around with it. This will help your thighs, your glutes. Okay. All of this is just a mindful practice. So don't go into this, depending on where you are in your journey, don't go into this of like, oh, so many rules, so many regulations, and so many. First thing first is showing up. Second thing is just starting where you're at. Don't judge yourself. We got so many trees growing different ways, different personalities and things like that, but they just allow themselves to be and to develop over time. I wasn't here. I remember I was in middle school doing my first crisscross applesauce and trying to attempt to meditate, and I could only get through like maybe 3 minutes without like, all right, I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? So it just starts somewhere, and then the more you develop over time, that's if it's something that you even feel inclined to even do. Because another thing we have to realize is making these things fun and incorporating it into our lifestyle. Because once it becomes a lifestyle, it's not work anymore. It's just protocol at this point. It's like it's just what I do because it just helps me perform my physical tasks, whether I'm going to work or doing yard work. I don't feel so achy. I don't feel so groggy because I allow myself to get this time out in nature or just to myself and sit with myself and just think, you know what I'm saying, and just get my mind right. Pour into my own cup so therefore I can pour into other people's cups. Yeah. So we'll get back to the next workout. I mean, the next stretch, and I love these. So this right here is another one. We go from here, and then we can go from here into here. Actually, we can start from the side. We'll start from the side, go here. I like to stretch a little more, like have my gait as far as like my hips open more, and my legs are probably going to be, man, that's a huge ant. So yeah, so you want to have it maybe that much further out than our shoulders, and as long as it's not hurting you in your groin area or anything like that, you should be good. So you want to do is take whatever foot that you're about to lean out, you want to take that and curve it or like cut it in a diagonal way, and then you want to lean into it like that. Prop your arm on your knee like this and just chill. Just big chilling. Trust me, I wasn't always here. Okay, so you're gonna be stretching all of that hamstring out right there. Then you want to go into the other side and do the same thing. This is gonna be good for the hip, but also like the hamstring, all in this area. Glutes, a little bit of the glute you're stretching out. And just remember to breathe. Okay? And then while I'm here, I'm gonna go into this. So that's gonna be stretching more of my hamstrings. Yeah, just hold these for like a couple seconds or as long as you can go, as much as your body will allow to be in a comfortable position, even though all of it may be uncomfortable for you. At least you're here trying. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, oh, that's paper. Okay. Trying to think what I like to do after this. Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna do. Okay. So after that, next we want to just stretch out more of the hip area. You're gonna go here into here. So all of that, you're feeling the pull coming from here, the front of your hamstring. Okay. And then when we go into this, we feel it even deeper. So try to have your knee hovering the floor as much as you can. Look at these beautiful ferns. I knew as soon as I approached this place, I was like, yeah, this is it. I'm gonna do my video here. I love ferns. Just the resilience of a fern. You can find ferns literally everywhere around the world. Okay, whew. That feels really good. All right, so here. I know for me, ever since I had an injury to my knee last year, around I think September, October, I've been having to do more work on this leg, but slowly, surely getting there. And more often than not, I surprise myself a lot of the times with what I do or what I'm able to do. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much the end of the stretches. And yeah, I didn't really have anything that I wanted to necessarily talk about, more of like an action or a demonstration of the stretches, because I tell people a lot. It's so simple and so easy. It's just that easy to forget and overlook. Like, I don't need to stretch. But as we grow wiser, we should keep these things in mind when we're going into like activities and stuff like that, because it helps us to, one, age more gracefully in our body, and then two, recover a lot better, because our body is used to a lot more mobility and moving, things like that. So that's something that I've been incorporating more in my own fitness journey, is warm-ups and even cool downs. So may this stretch and this demonstration be of service or of help to anybody that's watching this or listening to this, but more preferably watching this, because it's going to be pretty hard to do the stretches without watching this video. But off topic, but I do want to send a shout out to my grandfather. He just recently transitioned last week, and sending much love for his transition and wherever he's going next into his journey. Our family just lost a family member, but we gained an ancestor, you know what I'm saying? So with that perspective and just respect for his journey, I want to honor that and just give thanks and appreciation to him, you know what I'm saying? And like that, that's how we're going to leave off, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but love. Get outside, put your feet in the grass, in the dirt, you know what I'm saying? Do something, get grounded, move your body. Yeah, much love. See y'all next time.